Subscribe and hit the bell icon and never miss another video.
I was stammer, so it was fun to play with the dialogue in both languages. Leading actor in Telugu, it took me till 2016. Hence, I took it up. I don't think 1 year, like a few years back, I was ready for it.
Just growing up now a little bit more, learning so much from my previous films, Gehraiyan especially, I see a huge change in the way I approach films and approach characters.
Only because people recognize me in all these states, it's easy for me to come speak to you. Otherwise, I have to introduce myself and start from scratch.
Most of the films, and I feel a film like Liger also, the core emotion of the film is very, very relatable to people all over the world. Because I'm the kind of person, I'm a huge people's pleaser. I really crave, everywhere I go, I try to like make sure that everyone likes me and, you know, find something to remember about me and stuff. So I do want to leave that.
You know, like when teachers ask questions you don't know answer, you're like, sir, what?
My name is Shravan and today I'm going to be having a conversation with two काफी talented people. We have Ananya Panday, which is Devarkonda with us. What's up?
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
काफी सारा energy लाया गया है for Liger because I love the trailer.
Thanks.
I love that the trailer is काफी snappy. Okay. Now when you shoot for a bilingual, okay, as actors, what is the prep that you go through, and how difficult is it shoot for a bilingual than a normal, you know, for one language?
Actually, I just shot in Hindi.
Okay.
Just shot in Hindi and Telugu.
Yeah. So I had to flip between languages, but it's not too hard to do it when you have the dialogue written and Liger is not a very dialogue heavy film.
Yeah, but it's action heavy.
Yeah, it's action heavy, and I was stammer, so it was fun to play with the dialogue in both languages. And it was really fun to dub the film also in both languages. So I had to shoot it in both Hindi and Telugu, but Ananya shot her part only in Hindi.
So for me, I think what was the trickier part was to find out when it was my dialogue, because with Vijay, he would do some scenes with me in Hindi, and Ramya ma'am did her scenes in Telugu. So because she's so expressive and she's such a fantastic performer, I could just tell from her eyes what she was saying and what her dialogue kind of was. So I was just picking up from that. Yeah.
There's some interaction between my mother and her.
Yeah.
They have some conflict.
Of course.
Yeah. So I could just see it in her eyes, so I knew when it was my turn
Wow.
to speak. Yeah.
Those scenes are hilarious, though. You should watch it.
Yeah?
You watch it, yeah. Ananya and Ramya.
Okay. What? 2011 is when you made your debut. What took you 10 years to make a debut in Hindi film industry?
As in, I think in 2011, the movies you're talking about were still like supporting roles, like minor roles. To even debut as a leading actor in Telugu, it took me till 2016.
Yeah.
I think 2016 was my first film where I debuted as a leading man with a small film called Pelli Chupalu.
Yeah.
That itself was a task in itself. I had to move earth and mountains to make that happen. From there, you think that it took me long, but for people back home, it's like really quick. They're like, you're already doing a film across India. So I don't know if it was quick or if it took too long. I just felt ready at this particular moment, and hence I took it up. I don't think 1 year, like a few years back, I was ready for it. I think only when I feel ready for it, I was ready to step up and do a film for the country. I felt ready as a person, as a man, and hence now.
Perfect. Ananya, you know, if I actually talk about your filmography, whether the film did well at the box office or no is a secondary conversation. But with every film, what you've at least tried to do is push the envelope. Okay. As an actor, has that been a conscious decision whenever you've got the script that, hey, this is very similar to what I've done in the past, I don't want to do this again?
Yeah, I think just even if it's not been a conscious effort, I think even the roles that I've been drawn to or the films that have excited me have been different from each other, and I've been very lucky and fortunate that scripts like that have come my way. And I think just growing up now a little bit more, learning so much from my previous films, Gehraiyan especially, I see a huge change in the way I approach films and approach characters. So it definitely has been a conscious effort, because I don't want to bore myself and I don't want to bore people as well. And there's so much work to do. There's so many characters to play, so many stories to tell, so many films that I want to be a part of, so many filmmakers I want to work with. So the idea is to keep reinventing myself. I don't want to put myself, and I don't want to allow anyone to put me in a box. Yeah.
No, what I have to say is that you were brilliant in Gehraiyan.
Thank you.
And the maturity that you showed as an actor. I think that's very rare for somebody of your age
Thank
to showcase in Garage. You did a fab job there.
Thank
The conversation that I want to have with both of you all is that there's this new term that has been making rounds that is pan-India. Okay, but as actors, forget actors, as artists, whenever you enter the industry, don't you all want to do everything that's out there and not limit yourself to a particular region?
Yeah, 100%. You want to tell stories to the biggest audience out there, and there's no bigger audience than India. I just think before it was hard to reach out to this audience a couple of years back. Now it's happened due to lots of environmental reasons, lots of technological reasons. Because of social media, the awareness has increased about people across India. So it has connected us in a sort of way, like OTT, social media, all these things have connected us. And so it makes it easy to communicate to everyone, and it makes it easy to go. Only because people recognize me in all these states, it's easy for me to come speak to you. Otherwise, I have to introduce myself and start from scratch. So it's made it easy, and now it's up to us to exploit it and like
Make
For
the
sure.
most
use
of
this.
it.
Yeah.
For sure. What are your thoughts about
No,
this?
exactly the same. I think as an actor, you do want to reach out to the widest audience possible with OTT or be it with films. And I think even in the lockdown, I think we all realized more than ever the access that we have to cinema all over the world. So I think it would be a dream to. And I feel like the films that we do, most of the films, and I feel a film like Liger also, the core emotion of the film is very, very relatable to people all over the world.
For sure.
The 5 words that we relate with the film, which is mother, son, love, MMA, and Tyson, is what we describe our film with. But I feel like emotions like this, relationships like this, stories like this are very relatable throughout the world. So I can't imagine anyone in any part of the world not enjoying it or not, getting joy from a film like that.
True. In the past 5 years, okay, there's something that we've massively seen, especially in Indian cinema, is that when films from down south, one of the reasons why they've been doing well at box office throughout the country is because of the larger than life hero image, okay, which probably has been lacking in the Hindi cinema. What are your thoughts about it?
As in those are the films that are working. If you look at those are the films that are working on a national level.
Yeah.
Because they're more generic in some sort of way. Like if you look abroad, what are the films that are working internationally are films like the Marvel series, Avengers, like big action set pieces where you can just go, there's not too much dialogue or there's not too much detailing it's not rooted too much to the US. It's more generic that kids, people, anybody can watch. You know the hero, you know the conflict, you see the action, you get entertained and come. So you will need topics that are a little more generic to work across states, because in the end, culturally, habits-wise, we are like multiple countries in one. Like we are so different language-wise. Yeah.
I think it's that spirit of heroism in general. I think Alia said this in an interview. It's not about a man or a woman, because even Gangubai had that heroism. And I think as a country, and maybe even as humans in general, we're probably going through a phase where we're craving to watch a sense of heroism, to watch that fight of human spirit, to watch the underdog kind of coming out stronger towards the end. So maybe we're going through a phase of that. But I think it's that generous sense of heroism, and I'm not limiting it to a man or a woman.
For sure.
Yeah.
What I also wanted to have a chat with you about was that this year when you were on Coffee, I liked how you were honest. Okay, and it showed that you were really honest. Whenever there are conversations that happen on social media about anything related to your career, about where you come from, of course, as an actor, it may be taking a toll on you.
Yeah.
But as a human being, what do you go through?
I mean, of course, as a girl of, I think, since I started working since I was 19, there have been moments where it does affect me, where I do feel bad, and some days I don't feel bad. And I think that's just how humans are. Some days you are in a good mood, some days you're in a bad mood. It does take a toll on me, but I think just after working, now it's been 3 years, I think I've come to realize that nothing speaks more than your work. And I just want to keep working, I want to keep bettering myself, I want to keep improving. And as long as, even if it's, slow and steady and it's one step at a time, I just want to keep getting better, and I do want to prove myself, and I want I want the love of the audience, you know. I've witnessed firsthand with Vijay on this promotional run, and it's just a beginning, how much people love him and respect him and look up to him, and I aspire to have that, you know, one day as well. That I really, because I'm the kind of person, I'm a huge people's pleaser. I really crave, everywhere I go, I try to like make sure that everyone likes me and, you know, find something to remember about me and stuff. So I do want to leave that lasting impact.
But you've already started doing that. I mean, yesterday I was watching on social media, there was a video that I came across on my feed, where there were these boys in Baroda who were like, oh, we've come to see
Patna.
Was it
Patna
Patna?
boys.
And I was like, what is that? I think you shared it.
No, I showed it.
Somebody shared it, and I was like, whoa, madness! This is madness.
Yeah, sweet.
But you're getting there.
I hope so.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Patna boys को फिर से apology
Patna
बोलो.
boys.
Sorry, Patna boys. I will be coming to Patna very, very soon. Your gym will not go to waste.
हम सभे बहुत प्यार करते हैं बोलो.
हम सबसे बहुत ही प्यार करते हैं.
Love it. Okay, you know, I was talking to her about criticism. How seriously do you take criticism?
It's natural that it exists. Like किसी को सभी नहीं अच्छा लगता. Like nobody likes everybody.
That's true.
There are people that you're drawn to, there are people that you dislike, and when there's so much love out there, there are going to be people who don't like you. And I don't believe in wanting everyone to like me. I think there should be a nice, good balance. Some people to trigger you to go hit the gym and
Trigger you, he said, huh?
To give you that motivation.
I like being triggered.
Oh.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice.
I love being triggered.
Nice.
So I love it. Like even Mahatma Gandhi, nobody, not the entire country agrees with. So who am I?
No, but what I mean is, as actors, whenever there is criticism that comes for your films, there's something called as constructive criticism, where they're actually trying to say, hey, this could have been better. And then there is criticism that's just coming out of spite.
So then there will be some of those who are doing nothing with their life but just sitting and complaining about everything. So
In general.
you just hope that at some point they will realize that, dude, this guy is going and doing whatever the hell he wants. Maybe it makes sense to pick up something from them or try and prove him wrong or do something. But I just
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think you have to kind of know where it's coming from. You have to be able to tell where it's actually constructive and where it's just the
Makes
word
sense.
he used.
Perfect. This brings us to our last segment. It's Pop Quiz by Pop XO. I am going to give both of you all. So we're going to begin with you first.
Arre, yeah.
This is not. It's nothing to be stressed about.
Okay.
I am going to say one word. You have to say the next word that comes to your mind.
Oh, okay. It's like the
Word association.
The
It's like word
kuch
association.
hota hai game.
Yeah.
and you'll give some psychoanalysis of it in the end.
No, I'm not giving any
Yeah,
psychoanalysis.
you are
But then
going through
why?
this in life.
Yeah, I like that. I
You
would like-
want
I would
analysis?
like
I'll
that,
analyze
I shall
you
message.
after.
I shall email you the analysis.
Yeah.
after
Your
answer.
personality definition.
Yeah.
Okay. Questions for you, Vijay Deverakonda.
I don't know why I thought of hot.
You said it.
Hot.
Indian film industry.
Home.
Cheese.
Burger.
Nice. Suhana.
Best friend.
Fashion.
Fun.
Okay. One style of fashion hack you swear by.
Wearing hoops. Gives me lots of confidence.
Okay. See, we're done.
Bas?
It was easy.
Thank God.
Why were
I
you so
don't
stressed?
like
I
this
told
word
you, you don't have to be
association.
stressed.
I don't know. I guess.
All random ass words will come in my head.
Ready? Okay.
Can I
Ananya
take?
Panday.
Cute.
Liger.
I'm feeling pressure now. Blockbuster.
So, have you seen what he's doing? I'm asking him, he's talking to you, then thinking
Yeah,
of an
yeah,
answer
yeah,
and then
yeah,
answering.
yeah. He's trying to
We can
throw.
see
Blockbuster.
that. We can see
Blockbuster.
that.
This one came from the heart.
You know, like when teachers ask questions you don't know answer, you're like, sir, what? Sir, as if
then
you're
you're
like
like
here
reading.
and then quickly waiting for someone to give you an answer.
Okay. Geeta Govinda.
Rashmika Mandana.
Okay. Food.
Love.
Pet.
Storm.
Perfect. See,
Nice.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys.
Oh my God.
This is cool.
Nice.
But all the way best for Liger.
Thank you.
Really excited for it. And I think my energy in the start, I
Yeah,
already
it
gave that out.
really helped,
Already
yeah.
gave that out.
Yeah.
So keep killing it what you guys are doing.
Thank
you.
And I know this one's going to be a big one. This one is a wrap.